But this is your show.
That's right. I believe it is. And we have a popular topic just today as we are recording. The WWE has issued a tweet from the WWE PR Twitter account, public relations, of course. WWE and Blumhouse, it could be Blumhouse, but I believe it would be Blumhouse, are partnering to develop a limited scripted series called The United States of America versus Vince McMahon.
Oh, shit. I thought, wait a minute. I thought it was just a movie. It's a series?
The series will be the first ever scripted dramatic portrayal of a chapter in WWE's history. And then there's an article here from The Hollywood Reporter. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon, who has frequently played the heel on, that's in The Hollywood Reporter, that's crazy, who has frequently played the heel on the company's wrestling shows, will get to be the good guy in a scripted series. Blumhouse Television is partnering with WWE to develop a limited series based on McMahon's 1990s trial for allegedly supplying steroids to members of the WWE roster. The United States of America versus Vince McMahon will be the first scripted portrayal of a part of the company's history and the stars of that era. A quote from Blumhouse TV president, "We have a dramatic, riveting saga. One that's
riveting.
One that's crazier than fiction. That will appeal to the cross-section of Blumhouse and WWE fans. To say I'm thrilled about collaborating."
Minute. Is there a cross-section of Blumhouse and WWE fans? What is Blumhouse?
I'm clicking on their thing right now.
You're clicking on their thing. Is
on
it
their
that
Twitter
kind of site?
On their Twitter page? Their description says, "We make nightmares come true." I guess that's true.
Yeah, well, there you go.
A Vince McMahon babyface series.
Vince McMahon.
Well, let's go back to this article here.
Vince McMahon has been instigating nightmares for 40 years.
The potential series, which doesn't have a writer attached yet, will focus on the 1990s, when a series of New York Post stories alleged McMahon was supplying steroids to his wrestlers. The coverage caught the attention of the FBI and federal prosecutors in New York, who indicted McMahon on charges of possession of illegal steroids with intent to distribute and conspiracy to distribute steroids. Per the show's logline, quote, "With his liberty at stake, 2 school-age children at home." Wait a minute.
What?
2 school-age children at home, and with the WWE on the brink of bankruptcy.
What? Wait. They were on the brink of bankruptcy. The only year they ever lost money was 3 years in the future.
Who was school age in 1994? What, was Stephanie a senior in high school?
No, I was 92, wasn't it?
94 was the trial.
Well, that's true. Okay, 94, Shane would have been, my God, in college.
Yeah.
And, well, all right.
Well, back to the school age.
Yeah, back to the school age children.
McMahon refused to take a plea deal. Ultimately, McMahon stood trial and was acquitted unanimously by a jury of his peers and went on to build a multi-billion-dollar global sports entertainment empire. Here's a clarification. McMahon's son Shane was in college and occasionally working behind the scenes for WWE during the show's timeline. Daughter Stephanie was in high school. That is not school-age children. I'm sorry.
Well, but hold on. You're burying the lead again in this. They're saying, I know that the Mushnick and several people in the New York media were raking Vince over the coals, but the reason why he ended up on the government's radar was because of Zahorian. Was
Correct.
It not?
It wasn't Mushnick, it was Zahorian.
Yes. And then the reporting by Mushnick and others was on the Zahorian connection, and it then leading to, and let's face it, for the government of the United States of America to have prosecuted or brought charges against Vince for that when basically it was a billionaire boys club version of everything that guys that work out together at gyms did at that point in time in every city in America. They're all fucking taking steroids and fucking lifting weights. It wasn't like Vince was the operator of the cartel smuggling all these things in massive quantities from Colombia, that the United States government really needed to go that far. But having said that, my God, having Vince and his company co-produce a docuseries on his trial for shit he was accused of. Why didn't we get fucking Charlie and Squeaky to fucking help out on Helter Skelter? Is there any chance of getting any kind of impartial telling of this story in either direction when the guy that was on trial is the executive producer of the fucking show? I wonder what OJ would have done had he been the executive producer of OJ Simpson versus America. Would the story have been different?
Well, Vince isn't the only executive producer. McMahon will be an executive producer of the project, along with WWE's chief of global television distribution, Kevin Dunn.
Okay, Kevin will keep him straight.
As well as several people from either Blumhouse or Blumhouse. Jason Blum, it says here, but you could pronounce it Blum.
From Blumhouse.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Jewish name, so I've seen it a lot in my life, but you could pronounce it two different ways, so you never know how someone pronounces it.
Well, the Blum is off of the rose on this one already, I think.
And I've never heard of this production company. The collaboration with the WWE is the latest foray into scripted TV for Blumhouse or Blumhouse, whose previous productions include HBO's Sharp Objects, Showtime's The Loudest Voice, and The Good Lord Bird, and NBC's upcoming The Thing About Pam, starring Renee Zellweger. They've also landed the rights to Patricia Cornwell's novel. They're developing something with Jamie Lee Curtis.
And then after that, what was that one TV series?
The Thing About Pam.
No, back at
starring Tim Horner and Pam. The Good Lord Bird.
Oh, and keep going. What was the other one?
The Loudest Voice.
What was the other one?
Sharp Objects.
Sharp Objects. That's what it was. And it'll be followed by a sequel. Loud Noises. And then Smelly Farts. We'll round out the primetime lineup on Saturdays.
Do you think they're going to have like a fake Alpha in the series sitting there mouthing the words not guilty to the jury box? Like it actually happened in the fucking trial. I think it was Alpha. It could have been Sika, but it was one of the two Wild Samoans sat there and started mouthing the words not guilty to the fucking jury. It had to be brought out of the courtroom. I'm so jealous. Georgia Makropoulos was there every day. She went to
cover it, right?
Yeah, she was in there every day, and just what a shit show it sounded like for the prosecution, just relying on these wrestling people like nails to prove that Vince McMahon had done anything.
They couldn't tell the truth straight. And I'd say he wasn't mouthing not guilty. He wasn't booked that week, so he was working on his second job. He was trying to do ventriloquism. He was throwing his voice. But I can't wait to see this fine docuseries about this
not a
momentous event in American history.
A scripted series.
Or scripted series or whatever. I'm sure it'll be heavily scripted. They can't do wrestling without scripting it. I wonder, since a movie script is supposed to be complete with stage direction and, everything just minutely written down to a T, I wonder, since they're used to doing that for wrestling, if they're going to have to tell the people in the TV series when they can take a shit and when they're supposed to drink a cup of coffee and whatever, off camera as well. We'll keep you updated on those things as they continue to happen, won't we?
Well, Jim, they said that after Vince McMahon defeated the federal government, defeated Sean O'Shea, he went back and he got on his couch and he thought about getting revenge against Phil Mushnick, but he was on his couch. That's the important part.
That's the important part. The important part is the couch. And folks, I'll tell you what, have you ever had a sofa that sucked or a couch that was caca? It got all lumpy or the ass fell in or you couldn't get comfortable on it no matter how you tried. It was time to get a new one. Well, I'll tell you now, folks, where you need to be getting your couches and chairs and sofas and things and such of that nature from. We've talked about the fine folks at Helix and how they make these mattresses that we're obsessed with, that it's as comfortable as sleeping in conjunction to the neighborhood of a puppy's belly. Well, now Helix has left the bedroom and started making sofas. They've just launched a new company called Allform, and they're making the best sofas in the game. For starters, you can customize your sofa using premium materials at a fraction of the cost of traditional stores. You can pick your fabric, spill, stain, and crotch resistant, or even scratch resistant. It's resistant to all those things. You can pick the color of the legs, the sofa size, the shape. They've got armchairs and love seats all the way up to an 8-seat sectional. So there's something for everybody. And because these bad boys hook together and fit together in a variety of ways, you can start small. And if you move into a mansion like Last Manor, then you can buy more and add on to your sofa to grow and change with the times. And these are delivered directly to your home. Fast, free shipping. If you order from couches.net or whatever, it might take months to get there. We did that one time. They sent the wrong color after 2 months. You'd need to have somebody to cart the thing in, blah, blah, blah. Allform takes a couple of weeks to arrive in the mail, and you assemble it yourself in just a couple of minutes. You don't even need tools. I had the Monroe brothers do it because I'm lazy and won't do anything, but it's easy. Anyway, if getting a sofa without trying it in the store sounds a little risky, you don't need to worry because you get 100 days to decide if you want to keep it. That's almost 3 months, right? 100 days.
More than 3 months.
Well, even better. And if you don't love it, they'll pick it up for free and give you a full refund. Allform also offers financing, flexible payment plans, or you can play and then pay. If you like flexible payment, you need to be on one of these sofas. Anyway, they offer a forever warranty, actually like forever, until the end of time, the crack of doom. To find your perfect sofa, check out Allform, ALLFORM, allform.com/JCE, and you get 20% off all orders for our listeners. Allform.com/JCE. You could literally make one of these couches like the Winchester Mystery House. Just keep adding on and never stop. And they're amazing. It's incredible.